We're going to continue decolonizing the runes and analyzing them through the 15 characteristics of white supremacy culture.
Once again, we've placed the 15 characteristics of white supremacy culture on the wheel. We're going to randomize those and then spin the wheel and make our selection randomly as to what we will speak about today. Where did it land? Either or thinking.
Right, we've selected our tenet of white supremacy culture, which is either or thinking. Select our rune to begin to decolonize. Vunyo. This one should be interesting. What does this mean? Either or thinking. It's almost self-explanatory. This or that, good or bad, happy, unhappy. Either or thinking gives us no sense that things can be both, that it has to be a situation of black and white. What this does, though, is it results in this oversimplification of things. All the good guys wear white hats, all the bad guys wear black hats. In the magical community, it could relate to white magic for good and healing, and black magic for chaos, destruction, and evil purposes. What this ultimately does is it helps to increase a sense of urgency, that we have to do this or that we have to go to college or not go to college, that we need to have a 401k or whatever it is. It creates this essence that we have to do something, and it has to be done very quickly under urgency, or it's not going to be completed at all. Oftentimes, we're forced into believing that we have to do this by ourselves. See my previous video. What can we do to kind of move past this either or thinking? When people use this language, kind of really only gives you two options, two ways to look at something. What that does is it oversimplifies what's really going on. What we need to be looking at is a deeper analysis into these things. Really analyzing the situation, looking at all of these different areas that make up this thought process. Because when we look into and find ourselves saying, oh, this has to be done this way, or this is the only way we know how to do something, and we have to keep doing it this way, or XYZ happens. We have community involvement to gain this information, that we look to experiences within our family from our ancestors, that we're looking in places that can provide us with a different sense of this thought process. The rune Vunyo. It is a rune that means joy. It's the opposite of joy, or sadness. And this correlates with that either or thinking. This aspect of Vunyo, of joy or sadness. We teeter on something that's closer to madness. Madness gives us an opportunity to experience ecstasy, allowing a channel to be created to tap into our creative nature and abandon this either or thinking, because we're no longer ourselves. Free-flowing thought process to occur. This is where ideas are birthed. This is where community involvement happens. This is where that healing process of listening to the stories of other people and their experiences give us a backdrop to abandon this process of either or thinking. It's not joy. It's not sadness. It's ecstasy and madness and all the things that give us the chance to reflect on the experiences of others, of those in our community that are prepared to help us look at all sorts of different directions.